Okay, everybody, welcome again to another tutorial on weekly assignments. This week of March 1st to March the 5th. What I want to take a look at is our assignment called Individual Minnesota History. Okay, so I have uploaded this to Notability. So by now you should have somebody chosen, and I like to be able to approve it. Because what I like to do is have you present this to the class over time, and I hate to have same people repeating. So let's say you've chosen a subject, and I think I'll try this guy, Charles M. Schulz. Let's just say I've tried him. Okay. What is a legacy? So I want you to define action legacy. What the legacy is something your person will be remembered for. Okay? Period. What is an action? Something your person has done. Okay? This is basically what I'm asking you to do. You're not doing a biography here. Okay? You're not telling me when somebody was born and when somebody died and who they're married to. Well, that might be information you want to share, but that's not what our focus is here. Our focus is instead is what has our person done, and what will they remembered for doing for, in this case, our state of Minnesota. So I'm asking you to choose somebody who's had an impact on the state of Minnesota. Okay? So that's what this assignment is about. So this is not a biography. This is not a story of someone's life from birth to death. This is not a collection of messy facts. This is a project that shows how a given person was historically important to the state of Minnesota. Okay? That's what I'm asking you to find out. Thank you. So you've done that. You've defined the above terms. Hopefully by now you've identified someone. If this website doesn't help you find somebody, again, Wikipedia is a website that we're not too interested in using for research, but what this website is, what hopefully this website still is doing, is just giving you a list of people with Minnesota connections. If you're unable to find somebody worthwhile, just simply Google famous Minnesotans and see what comes up. Okay? So this is a list of famous people with Minnesota connection. That's what we're after here. If you have a question on somebody you'd like to use and you want to know if they have I'll let you use them. If you can go ahead and explain to me their connection to Minnesota, we'll go ahead and talk about it. I would like you to look at this list and find someone you're interested in researching. And again, this is somebody who you really don't know that much about. It doesn't make sense for you to do someone you already know something about. That's not why we're doing a research project. You're doing a research project because you want to learn more about the specific person. Okay? So, write down the name of the person you've chosen, and then I want you to explain why you have chosen them. Alright, so in this particular example, my person is Charles M. Schulz. I have chosen Charles M. Schulz, and I want you to tell me why. Okay? Okay, so determine what exactly was the action of the person you have chosen. This information will be placed in a separate sheet of paper along with the information from number 4 below. So, on Notability or someplace, I don't care where you write it. I want you to tell me what exactly was it that your person has done? And I want you to give me as much information as possible. Just don't tell me, oh, they invented the Mars bar. Or they created the Peanuts comic strip characters. No, no, no. I want you to do some research and find out exactly about what they have done. If they have invented the Mars bar, I want you to tell me as much as you can about this Mars bar. All right? How it has, again, impacted the state of Minnesota. That's what this is all about. Okay. So once you've gotten this far, now you're getting to number 3 here, which basically what I want you to do is tell me, answer these questions. Who, what, where, when, and why. Okay? Now these are just basic questions. This is the bare bones, I'm going to call this. When I say bare bones, this is the basic information you are going to be giving. I want you to give me more than this, though. So, in my particular case, I'm doing Charles M. Schulz. Who was this person you chose? I chose, and you're going to write this down in paragraph form, people. You're not going to write down 5 paragraphs. I want you to write down complete sentences explaining to me who you have chosen. I have chosen Charles M. Schulz, the who part, okay? I have chosen, now you tell me why, you tell me a little bit about him. Okay. Now, what exactly did he do? All right, Charles M. Schulz was the creator. Again, and you're gonna learn something. You're gonna educate. I want you to think about the fact that you're gonna be educating people in the classroom about your person. All right. Again, you're not going to just give a bunch of messy facts. Charles M. Schulz was born in St. Paul. He died when he stopped breathing. Well, okay. And he created the Peanuts. Well, that doesn't tell us anything about him. I want you to tell us something interesting about him and Minnesota. Your person and Minnesota. I'm hoping that by answering these questions, who, what, where, when, and why, by answering these questions, I'm opening up your mind and I'm asking you to go tell me as much as you can about your person. All right? I hope that helps. All right. So this is the action paragraph. So you're writing two minimum paragraphs. One is the action. The action consists of at least who, what, where, when, and why. Okay? At least. You can give me more. In fact, I require more. All right? How about you do this, too? Include some things called fun facts about your character or your person that we don't know. Okay? Okay. All right, that's the action paragraph. The second paragraph you're doing is called the legacy paragraph. All right. How come it's not working? Oh, because I turned it off. Hello. What exactly was the legacy of the person you have chosen? Remember what the definition of legacy is? You know what that is. Something your person will be remembered for doing. Okay. Attach a separate sheet of paper for this part. You don't have to attach a separate sheet of paper. Just notability is fine. What exactly will your person be remembered for doing? Again, this is going to be at least at least people, least means that's the minimum, at least one complete paragraph explaining what their legacy is. Okay? Why? Okay, what exactly was the legacy of the person you've chosen? Attach a separate sheet of paper. What exactly will your person be remembered for doing? Why will you do this? Why will do you hello. Boy, that's a major mistake. Why do you think this? Sorry about that, people. Why do you think this? How do you think that your individual changed our state? Again, I'm asking for your opinion when I'm asking this. So you have to convince me. In other words, I also want you to tell me, how would our world be different if your individual did not exist? Again, this is an opinion. Please explain very thoroughly. I'm looking for you to tell me what kind of impact your person had on our state. Okay? This is all called part 1. Do not start part 2 until you've completed this part 1 if you had my permission. Okay? All right. So I'm asking you to pick someone you do not know that much about so you can learn more about them. All right? I'm asking you also to pick someone who's had an impact. You know, try to avoid a sports figure. Okay? So, yeah, sports figures are good. Nothing wrong with that. But as long as you can find somebody, if you go, don't just tell me a sports figure, because sports figures are good, but I want someone who maybe is not just a sports figure, but maybe someone who had a different career other than sports. There's a lot of good people out there who are sports figures, but also had a second career after their career in playing professional sports. That has found that these people have found a way to impact our state. A lot of good people out there. Again, same thing with entertainers. Nothing wrong with entertainers, but is there a way of impacting our state just by entertainment? Well, maybe if that's the only one, maybe you should find somebody else who's used their celebrity, which is basically what you're choosing, to maybe have an impact on our state in a positive way. So that's what I'm asking you to look for. Someone who has impacted our state. Okay? So that's part 1 is what you're focusing on this week. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks and have a good one, everybody.